fine at this time. I'm really happy. This happens. Hello. Woo. Oh my goodness. Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
I think we are. That's funny.
It's just the mood of the night.
This. I want to highlight this because this comment, when we like logged on like a few minutes ago to be like, do we plan anything? And then we didn't plan anything.
No, we didn't.
I got scared that we were already live and I screwed something up. So, but I didn't. But here we are. Hello.
Hugo, what are you doing here? Isn't it past your bedtime?
Isn't it faster? I feel like, oh, I don't know, but I'm so bad at improving today. It's fine.
What did we read?
Radio silence.
Do we all have the same cover? This has never happened before.
That's incredible. And you know what's also great is in the thumbnail, I made sure that none of us had this cover. There's so many different covers of this book.
One time we all have the same cover.
Yasmin, we miss you. We were just talking about you. We literally, I love you and I miss you so much. Oh my god! But we're here. We're here.
Mhm.
It's good. So yeah. Radio silence.
I'm just really happy Yasmin's here. I forgot what the book was about.
I have notes as per usual. I think it's time that we if we take a break from bullying Hugo on this live and let Yasmin and Hugo bully each other.
This has been going on for months, and it's the highlight of each month for me.
The beef, if we could create a Twitter feed about this, or like a Twitter beef, I think we should. I mean, this is my favorite. Oh.
No.
Oh my god. But yeah, radio silence. What did we think? What are our thoughts?
I loved it.
Loved it.
I was sobbing at my place of work as per usual, but more than usual. It was a good time. I like this book a lot. I personally identify as, and I think Kelsey as well, identify as Francis's mother in this because she is
the good mom.
Yeah, not the bad mom, the good mom. The one with the unicorn.
No.
Yeah, no. The one with the unicorn onesie that like makes Shrek 2 references.
Yeah.
It's personally the best character in literary fiction.
I had never felt so seen. I'm sorry.
I'm loving this. I think we should just I am so happy right now. We don't even have to do anything. We just have to deploy our masses.
Okay. But no, when Francis's mom was like, I get to pick the Saturday movie. And Francis was like, you can't watch Shrek. And she's like, what about Shrek 2?
That's
fine, Mom.
You know, honestly, fun fact, a couple weeks ago, I actually got my mother and father to watch Shrek 2 with me, like with no fighting. I was like, can we watch Shrek 2? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah, we're gonna watch Shrek 2.
That is incredible. Hi, Miriam. Hello.
Okay.
Welcome.
I love Heartstopper. I adore Heartstopper. And Alad from Radio Silence is in Heartstopper. He has little cameos. So Ellie and Logan read Heartstopper.
I will. Yeah. Are we? I was gonna say, aren't we planning on something with it?
It's like I've wanted to read Heartstopper for the club, but the best buy rep happens in volume 2, but which is a webtoon, so like all the volumes are together. But you know, we'll get there. Mm-hmm. No, he's in Heartstopper, and he's so quiet.
It's like comics, though, right? Like it's
a graphic novel.
That's what I meant.
We can do that fast. We could even do volumes
in 1 month.
Yeah, we can do 2 volumes in 1 month. Let's do it. I don't know.
All right,
Look at
stay
us
tuned,
planning our
everyone.
lives on
I
live on
know.
the internet.
Are they free?
It has to be. No, Yasmin, you're right. Like the buy rep and Heartstopper. So good.
I agree. But yeah, I guess for the do you want to synopsisize, Emily?
Emily, it's your time to shine.
It's your time to shine. It's your corner of the stream.
It's my moment. Okay. Do I remember this book?
Uh-huh.
So Frances is in school. I don't understand how the British school system works because they keep like, it's my last year, but it's not their last year. And I'm like very confused. Doesn't matter, whatever. But she's like top of the class, and she meets this guy who's from a different school who like went to like an all boys school. He's kind of shy, and they meet one night, and she's obsessed with this podcast show called Universe City. And I will tell you, it took me an embarrassing amount of time to realize that Universe City.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did we all realize it when they said University? University?
Yes.
I literally was like, we're 100 pages in, and I'm just now getting it. Good times. It's fine. It's good. It is. It made me cry, and I love it. Hello.
So they bond. So they don't know. Okay. Oh my, whoa, hold on.
Long enough.
So
no, me like 400 pages in, like this far in.
Finally, holy shit.
So Frances is obsessed with this podcast. Aled is the creator of said podcast, and Frances but they don't know that each other is each other at this time. But Aled asks Frances to be an artist for the podcast because she does all this fan art. Honestly, the amount of like Tumblr talk in this book had me reeling into like my 2013 days, whatever. I was like, whoa. But then they find out, or Frances finds out that Aled is the creator of this podcast that she is absolutely in love with, and they become super close best friends. And then some other things happen, and basically Aled doesn't want anyone to know that he's the creator of this podcast. It's very personal that like he is just known as the creator, but it gets out because of one thing or another, and he kind of becomes reclusive and pulls away from everyone, and then it kind of turns into a rescue mission there at the end. Am I missing something? How does this end? Happily ever after.
Yeah.
That's a really good synopsis. A really good synopsis. Did you guys, so the podcast, did you guys, either of you listen, are either of you Welcome to Night Vale people? Or yes. You're not late. We're
into the stream. It's all good.
It's good. I'm gonna ramble and probably not get to the point until like 45 minutes in. So
no, I went through a really bad Welcome to Night Vale fan. I through a really bad Welcome to Night Vale phase.
Same. That one, and then it was the Magnus archives. Was what took me out of Night Vale, which is very similarly. Did either of you guys listen to that one?
No, because like when like Night Vale moved to like Spotify or something, because I used to like individually download like each episode to my phone. I don't know what I was doing, but when I moved to Spotify, I kind of zoned out of everything.
I haven't listened to it in forever.
I haven't listened to Night Vale in a long time, but Magnus.
I remember buying the book. I'm sorry.
I didn't do that. I guess I wasn't a real fan. Fake fan. It's fine. Magnus is very similar to this podcast in this book, in that it's very like, it's a character like going through it, and like they're like recording all the supernatural things that are happening for the archives of this like supernatural library. It's really good, and it's British, so my brain's like, oh, it's British, because that's just the way that my brain works. Is they're like, wow, huh?
I hear British and I think Yasmin.
Yeah, same. Immediately. I actually will say, Yasmin, your voice was narrating most of this in my head because it's like now my like celebrities narrating books has moved to like still celebrities, but then also people that I know and hear their voices a lot.
Mhm.
And I like binged your channel for a while, Yasmin, and it was your voice like reading.
Yasmin, I'm disillusioned with you because I still think you live in Atlanta. Like I convinced myself Yasmin was in Atlanta, and I'm like, oh, I'll just hang out with you. Oh, that's gonna take a minute.
So funny. That's incredible. But yeah, it's good. We love you. We love you.
I know. See, she does. Why would she say that if she didn't live in Atlanta? Like, why would she lie?
I don't know. I don't know. This is the official like in-person Bi Book Club live stream when we finally meet in person is just going to be us searching Atlanta for Yasmin. It's just like trying to find
like a game of like Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
I have been playing Pokemon Go nonstop.
Oh my God.
Me too.
Hello. Oh my goodness.
Hugo and I have been playing Pokemon Go nonstop.
Are we doing a Hugo reveal? Are we doing a
yeah, we are.
multiplayer Hugo reveal? Hello.
It's your delay, so I didn't know.
Oh my God.
Oh, Yasmin.
Hi everyone, I'm in Switzerland.
Yeah, Yasmin. I'm big fan.
Oh my God.
Basically, number one fan. Officially right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
A minute. Take a walk.
Anyway,
I'll go walk to Switzerland.
I'll go walk to Switzerland.
I took the competition too far.
yeah, if anyone wants to come play Pokemon Go, Hugo and I, we play every day, 24/7. There are 2 Pokestops reachable from this room.
Oh, that's
We
pretty
took
elite.
over this entire village as well.
Yeah, we took over every gym. Team Blue.
Oh my God.
Anyway, sorry. Radio silence.
Huh? Radio
so,
silence.
Radio silence.
Oh yeah, what we already talked about what we thought about it. How was the Bi rep?
It was good.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. It was very like it was cool in that like they both she talked about attraction to like everybody and like acted on it, but then it wasn't like a like it was like a nice middle ground between like we see everything or we just have one sentence, you know. And like
I took a photo of the quote because I was like, oh, this was kind of like my experience where it was like there wasn't like one moment. It was like, well, I found out what it was on the internet and then it just like made sense. Like this sound like I've always been able to imagine being with a boy or a girl. Obviously, there's a slight difference, but like the general feelings are the same. And I was like, oh,
yeah,
I got it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great. I agree. Me too. What is happening on this list? It's fine.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, like, can we talk about like this is like veering away from bi rep, but like the platonic friendship between them and how beautiful that was. And also, like, we've had lots of books where like the bi character has been like has slept around and has like leaned into that stereotype a bit more of like I like both, so I like everyone and everyone is fair game, you know, like with April May and everything. And this was actually like the complete opposite, where it was like, yeah, I'm bi, but I can have completely full and meaningful relationships with the opposite sex and like not have any feeling like towards him. And like the scene after he ended up spending the night because he couldn't go home, and then the mom was like, so are you two like, and she's like, actually no, I have no feelings like that for him. Like I thought that was so sweet. Like I thought that was really beautiful.
I did too. I also loved the I loved the ace rep in this. The because Ella, yeah, Ella,
the demi rep. We don't see that at all.
Hashtag
Aled is because Aled is simultaneously revealed to be in a relationship and also asexual throughout this, and like it's really cool because they even have like the little discussion that's like it's like a side discussion. It's kind of cool that I thought was like really cool. It wasn't like a this is the main thing, but it was like overheard here where he was like, yeah, no, I'm like still romantic and like into you, but I'm also like not gonna like I just sex isn't a thing for me, you know. It was like it was really well done and very well handled. And I liked that a lot. But
he's the first demisexual character that I've seen in a book.
Same. Well, not the first one that I've heard of, the first one that I've actually like read.
Yes.
Which was really awesome. Because like I'm Demi and that's really cool.
No, I really enjoyed it a lot. I also liked I don't know, I loved the whole just the different explorations of like companionship and such in that like with the February Friday situation, I really loved the reveal of who that actually was because like we're not going to spoil it yet, but like there's this a main character, a recurring character in the podcast, which is a horror based it's like a like sci-fi thriller horror podcast about an unnamed and non-gender specific human, non-binary human that's doing that's like trying to escape this world called Universe City. And their whole which I
can't believe it took me this fucking long
to get that. I'm so mad. But they have a recurring character that is a former love interest that they are like writing like letters to through the podcast, and it's really, really beautiful. And there's a reveal of who that is in the end because it is a real person and it's not at all who you think. And my mind was fucking blown, and that was moment number like 578 that I started crying, and it was really good. It was very good. Also, I did know nothing about Netflix adaptations, but I might Google it.
Is that for Heartstopper?
Maybe? Is this Heartstopper, Radio Silence, or both? Because
Heartstopper just finished wrapping. Heartstopper finished filming for Netflix.
Okay.
So if we want to read it before it comes out,
yeah, let's do it, and then we could do a live watch party. It would be really cute. I know. Really cute, wouldn't that be really cute? We should do this. I'm really loving this like by book club planning corner that we're doing.
No, talk about the book. No, we're gonna plan.
You're all watching us like. Did you miss the multi-Hugo reveal? Did you miss this, Maza? No, I'm gonna bully Maza is what it's gonna be.
Hey, Maza.
Not prepared for how close your head was to the camera.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Thank you. That's better. Like, take a few steps back.
I'm like half asleep.
It's really.
Oh.
It's all good.
I'm sorry. I got like really panicked because we were like, I was driving home.
I scared you. I'm sorry.
It was so funny. Kelsey Snapchatted me 2 hours before this and was like, see you in an hour. And I have a history of almost being late for these things, but then Googling at the last minute when like the 5 p.m. Central Time is for PST. And I'm like, oh shit, I should get on the live. That's happened like 6 times. I just don't tell you guys that. So I was like, did I schedule this at the wrong time?
I was joking around. I was like, see you in an hour.
Waiting for me. I'm like, because I was in traffic at that moment and wouldn't have gotten home at the time that like an hour from then was. I would not have been here. I would not have made it. I was so scared. But we weren't late.
Kelsey and I would have taken over.
Look, Yasmin, she scared me so bad just then.
Look behind your door. Oh my god. Okay, we were literally joking about this, Yasmin. We were literally, when we were like, we're going to do a Hugo reveal, we were like, okay, but how are we going to tap this? And I was like, Yasmin jumps out of the corner of one of our screens and is like, me too, bitches.
Could you imagine?
She just, Yasmin's like, I do live in Atlanta, and Kelsey and I are roommates now.
She lives with me.
She lives with you.
Fucking funny.
A Steffi doesn't exist. It's Yasmin.
Wait, I'm sorry. One of them took Pokemon Go too
What do you think that means?
far. Emily, it means you took Pokemon Go too far. You traveled all the way over there.
I really did. I was like, you know what?
I'm enjoying
Sure,
the
it was
fact
for
that you go.
I did get Mr. Mime.
No, Emily was like, I know a spot where I could sit between two Pokestops.
I could just go back and forth.
like
What? What do you want to say?
Rude.
What? Rude, he said. Okay, I'm sorry.
So this book. So
Maza, I already have an Arcanine, and he's my buddy, and he's gonna be my best buddy. I need 2 more hearts.
She's really proud of Arcanine.
He's been my best buddy on Pokemon Go for over 3 years.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay,
I raised him from a pupper.
everyone, drop your Pokemon Go names in the chat because I
Yeah.
don't have any Pokemon Go.
I deleted it, but you know I'm about to re-download it for you guys.
Download it. Thank you.
I will download it for the first time and learn how to play it just for you.
Wait,
guys.
Logan, where were you in 2016? How did you
I
not
didn't
download
have
it?
a smartphone yet.
I'm sorry. Pokemon Go is bi culture.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm.
Who's-
Yes, it is.
Oh, Daniel.
Hello. Hi.
Hey. Oh, one thing I do. Okay, wait. Back to radio silence. I had the worst week, the worst college week, just a big academic burnout.
Mhm.
Just this entire week, and I read it today. I read this today at the end of my week. This was so surreal to read after just exam after exam. My body shut down from exhaustion one day. This was just so relatable and so what I needed. Just the entire commentary about oh, we as a society put too much pressure on a college degree and university.
Mhm.
Universe City.
Universe City. That's hitting me where I live too. I'm in that
Mhm.
first 2 years after grad where you're just why you're just I spent thousands of dollars on something that is kind of what I'm doing, but not exactly. Shit. Were we scammed? I don't know. I'm not sure. Who knows?
Scam.
Huh?
I think university was a scam.
Yeah.
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially because you get into the real world and you're like, oh, you still have to take classes for all this. You're like, what? We're losing it trying to get into Oxbridge. That's terrifying. Even just the name and the campus of Oxbridge scares me so much, I will have to say. It's a
I am currently in Universe City, so if my dean is watching this, I love my college experience. I love college. Thank you so much for having me here.
I have to say, I have $60,000 in debt, and I'm not even working in my field.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if I can work in the field anymore because this whole pandemic has completely shifted and destroyed my ability to do that. And I'm not going to give myself up for it anymore. And they still want you to. So I'm just it's a bit yikes.
No, yeah, 80 grand in there. Am working in the field, but haven't been paid for it in a very long time. So doing unpaid work for it. And
You're
searching for other ways. Exactly. And finding other ways to do it without working exactly in the field. And maybe getting masters in unrelated ways, considering it. Just for the hell of it. Just to try. Add them more to the tab. Go further in depth.
Okay, wait, I want to talk about something in this book, but it is kind of getting into spoilers.
Can we spoil it?
It's been 24 minutes.
There are 5 people in this. Did you guys watch?
Hugo, don't remind us. I'm sorry.
Hugo, I'm moving to Belgium. That's it.
Scoot
All
over,
right.
guys.
Scoot over. There's gonna be 3 of us in one screen soon. Oh my god.
Woo!
Okay, so
The
yeah,
little
it's been
smiley face is so fucking mean at the end of it.
I know. I know.
way to rub it in.
That exactly. So spoilers. All of you read this book, and if you didn't, you can't hold me accountable for it. Because we're on my channel this time, and unlike these kind individuals, I spoil shit on my channel all the time. So you should be used to this by now. Let's go.
Okay, so I want to talk about, like, can we talk about the whole, not the rescue mission itself, but like Aled during that whole part of university, because I related to that so hard, and how he was like low-key suicidal, and like I don't know if it was handled how I would have wanted it to have been handled, but I do think it was important to talk about, because like, Logan, do you remember like your sophomore year, my freshman year, there were like 3 different suicide attempts in the fall.
Yep. Yes, I do.
Literally insane.
It's crazy. The amount of just like, especially that first year when you move in, and especially at least in America, you move to a place where there's you know, you're away from your parents, you're away from your safety net, and there really isn't a lot of mental health or accessible mental health care available to you. It's very easy to isolate yourself and to become isolated by outward forces as well. And it's, I just, the sheer amount of people that I know that got their mental health took a nosedive their freshman year of college, their first year of university. I also, I can imagine that like being a relevant figure on the internet would make it even worse, because like you know, I cannot imagine like just the idea of having all of these strangers like commenting on you at all times while you're going through such a vulnerable part of your life anyway. Like I still can't imagine it, because we're still in the, you know, tiny. We got tiny channels. It's nice.
We're in our little bubble.
We don't have people yelling at us yet. You know, it's a time. Oh, also, yeah. To sum up, so to sum up the book again, Aled, who is Aled has already been a person.
Is that how you say his name?
I say Aled. Yeah, that's how I heard it.
Aled.
I say Aled.
Is it? I don't know.
He's white, Logan.
Yeah, but he sounds British, and so my brain hits it there. Aled.
Aled.
Yasmin, will you send me a voice memo?
Aled. Aled.
Aled.
Yeah, I take it back. Aled, but it's only Aled now. Oh, Hugo
It's only Aled. I don't know. Anyway, though,
it's a
also,
British name.
That's funny. But anyway, Emily Kelsey, you're right. Cool. Awesome.
Sorry, it's just like, it was Logan, I'm sorry. It was just the way you were saying it. I was like, why are you saying it like that? But maybe I was wrong. I was right, and I love when I'm right. I'm sorry.
I believe you're right. I believe I'm usually wrong about most things. So
Logan, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But it's a good thing. But anyway, the review that was funny. The review on Amazon. Aled is he does an anonymous podcast, and then at the beginning of entering college, his anonymous podcast, his identity is revealed, and he gets a lot of pressure from people, and then he, like, a bunch of stuff happens, and it's really crazy. And that also is a huge reason he leaves the internet, and which is like kind of his safety net, like his safe place before that, and he isolates himself from everyone.
His mom is fuck.
Oh, his mom is abusive. Yeah, we should take his mom's
part.
abusive corner for a second. We should do that. Thank you, Yasmin. I love you. Yeah, what do you guys want to speak to his mother? Because go for it. Because
well, you can go.
The only part that
Mom.
truly, I will say this. So this book was 4.5 stars for me. This book didn't make me cry. I didn't shed tears, and the writing was slightly juvenile for like where my mind was at the time. However, the mom, Alad's mom, was his mom was the first person that like made me like viscerally like angry, and I haven't been mad at a character in a fictional character in a long time. I wanted this bitch to die. I was done with her. For those of you who haven't read the book, like, she comes off as this very sweet, very caring. I imagine her as like from like Good Luck Charlie, like Amy Duncan, like tracksuit blonde mom, like that people would look at and be like, oh, what a nice like Christian lady, like she's so great, and she's like at all the PTO meetings, but then she like mentally and verbally abuses her children at home because they're not like, guinea pigs, that like they're not exactly the way she wants them to be, to the point where Aled at one point leaves home for university, and she decides that his dog was too much to take care of, and she euthanizes him without telling anyone.
I see. That's funny that you saw her as sweet, because I think, I don't know if just because I grew up around in a community, and just I have a lot of religious drama.
We live in a community.
I have a lot of religious drama that we've explored on this channel a lot. Is tied to people like this that I know in real life. So as soon as I was like, oh, she's at PTO meetings and all this, I was like, this bitch is the definition of a Karen, and she's probably going to be abusive, and she sure was. She's like, I saw her as like the definition of like that intense mom that everyone already hates and is scared of, that is like, but like it's she takes it to a new level, that because her life didn't go to like the standards that she wanted, she's like forcing her children to live up to the standards that she could never get to, and then when they don't follow her ideas, she manipulates them out of love. Bye.
Bye.
It was so good to see you. Happy writing.
I'm almost done with your book, by the way. It's amazing. Everyone read Unplugged.
I will. I need to. Let's do it.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm not lying.
Oh, I'm gonna add it.
It's like 1984 and Hunger Games.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Okay.
Oh, and The Matrix. Like it takes like digital universe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like its own thing. It's awesome. And The Giver. It reminded me of The Giver too.
I have a soft spot in my heart for that.
Okay, read Unplugged.
But yeah, with the mom, I hate, but I also like seeing these characters in books, because I feel like it's something that people can relate to.
It's very real.
And like these, like it's insane with the way some of these parents are acting. But especially in like a YA book, like I appreciated her presence, like just seeing that represented, but she's unpleasant.
It was a cool juxtaposition of bad parenting versus good parenting, because
with Francis'
mother is like the perfect parent.
For real.
I love
especially like that she didn't, like all the academic pressure was put on by Francis. Like Francis put all that pressure on herself, and her mother was very understanding.
It was incredible. It just made I love her, and it was a nice juxtaposition there. But yeah, his mother, was it ever defined that his mother was the one who? No, it was defined that his mother took away his channel, right? That his mother pressured him to get rid of his
she was like not allowed anymore.
But the reveal of his identity, did they ever say who it was that actually, because I thought that I don't know if maybe I just sped read that part, but I didn't. Frances isn't the one who let it out, right? Frances is not the one who.
I'm intentionally.
She didn't deny. So they were like, "It's Alid, isn't it?" And she was like, "What? Why would you think
Like, I'm not allowed to
that?"
say.
Yeah,
Instead of,
and they were just like, "Why wouldn't you just say no?"
But he's such a like. As his person, as him as a human being, he's such a like an observer and an anonymous person that I wouldn't have. I'm just like, who connected
there was
that?
a
They
Tumblr
started
post.
hanging out.
There was a
Okay.
Tumblr post, and it was someone, because you know Tumblr fans, they will put they'll
Yeah.
put together all the clues. So someone was
Mhm.
listening in on that conversation, and they were like, "Oh, she didn't deny it." And then there's
Yeah.
A, B, C.
Yeah.
There's a photo of his sneakers. They started
Mhm.
hanging out around the time that Toulouse was a new character,
Yeah.
and everyone just accepted that it was Alid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And-
agree with this, Yasmin. That was, well, it was an anxiety response for sure.
Mhm.
That was way too far because I'm like, she didn't like, she even was like replying to people being like, no, guys, like, stop, like, you
For
need to,
real.
like, she defended him to
Mhm.
the end, and he straight up, like, he
Mhm.
went way too far with that. It was
It
ridiculous.
was too far, but I will appreciate that you could see where he would draw those conclusions.
Yep.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, you were able to see in his
Yep.
character where he came to that conclusion and how he was just
Mhm.
like projecting his insecurities into this argument.
Oh,
Also, like,
definitely.
let's not forget that this podcast was literally the last thing
Mhm.
he had, right? Like his
Yeah.
only way to like hope to reach the February Friday, as
Mhm.
well as like it was his only safe place to be creative and like uniquely himself. Like, and then
Mhm.
that once it was revealed that it was him, his mom completely shut him down and was like, okay, I guess never again. And like I think that was like the final straw for him, you know.
Mhm. Mhm. No, yeah, definitely. That's true. I do wish that there was more of a resolution there.
Yeah, he didn't, did he?
No, yeah, there wasn't ever an apology there. Okay, with the February Friday thing. So I like how, like, I'm not gonna spoil. I mean, should we spoil? I don't care.
And we're on spoilers.
Huh?
Go ahead.
We're on
Yeah, we're
spoilers.
spoiling.
Okay, so it's revealed for a while. It's like teased where they're like, "Oh, his boyfriend Daniel is February Friday." Because they're like in like they're not.
Secret.
Yeah, they're like a super secret like
Mhm.
down low relationship type of thing, which like is very difficult to do. I've been in before. I'm sure most people that are LGBTQ plus have been in something like this before at some point. And they're it's like teased for a while that it's like Daniel because he can never like he
Be with
can't
him.
like verbally express how he could openly be with him. But then it's not him. But through that, the whole time when it was like revealed that it wasn't him, I for a hot sec thought that there was gonna be like a reveal that Daniel was the one that like leaked it to Tumblr. I really thought that Daniel got just
Really?
because Daniel was so at the beginning very possessive.
Yeah, I don't love
before-
them.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
them in the end. I like the growth that they get to because they have a definite growth arc. But in the beginning, it's not the healthiest relationship, and Daniel's
Yeah.
very like possessive and almost controlling of
Yeah.
his social life. And it made me feel weird. It's a long time for me to like Daniel. I didn't like Daniel until after they were like not really talking for a while because they take a break from the book, and when they were on a break, I was like, okay, I like Daniel by himself. But
I don't think I
You
ever
know?
I don't think I ever grew to like him as a person. Like I
Mhm.
appreciated what he did for the story, but
Mhm.
like he had no redeeming qualities for me. Like he would I don't know.
I'm trying to think of something. Give me a second.
What?
It's like-
No, I don't remember this. I won't
Did he do that in
either.
like the beginning?
I don't remember.
And he was just like fucking he was rude to her all the time, and like his
Mhm.
whole thing like with Alid, with him being like he doesn't act like he likes me, blah 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 blah. And I'm like,
Mhm.
did you guys not have this conversation like earlier? Like, did you?
Oh, I remember that. Like Daniel pushed
Sucker.
Francis out of the way. I'm sorry.
No,
Oh,
you're fine.
No, I totally forgot that he pushed her.
No, yeah, I forgot that happened too, but I'm mad at him.
I
for that.
also didn't like that when Daniel was venting about Alad, he was like, he won't even like tell me his sexuality. He won't even come out to me.
Right.
Mhm.
And that I just didn't like that, but
I will say
mhm.
I was just gonna say, in defense of him though, in that situation specifically, like no,
Yeah.
Alad doesn't owe anyone a description, and he doesn't owe anyone an explanation of his sexuality. No one owes anyone. Like, you don't owe anyone to ever come out to anything. However, I do think, at least from my understanding, it was like since they had been friends forever and then fell into like a relationship, they never had the conversation of actually like, this is how I feel for you, this is what our boundaries are and stuff. And that can be really, really draining and very difficult to deal with on the other side of things there. So I can see where he's coming from. I can really see where he's like, if he would just give me some sort of confirmation.
Yeah, especially since Alad was such a pushover. And like, I understand the whole thing and be like, what if he didn't want to pressure him into anything? I do understand that part.
I kind of, I also feel, oh gosh, my foot is asleep. What were you gonna say, Emily? What were you gonna say? I interrupted you.
Looking at what Yasmin was saying, and like, I do completely agree, and I just don't think their relationship was a great one. And also, I can't. It just wasn't for me, like the like writing of it particularly, just because like they were best friends since they were literally born.
Yeah.
They have developed this sort of like romantic relationship for each other, and there was never once a discussion, like they didn't feel safe to tell each other about it or to like make those boundaries. Not that it's unrealistic, because obviously it is realistic, and I'm sure that it's something that lots of people have experienced. I think just for me, like, I just don't love Daniel as a character, and I don't really love the relationship between them, because I always felt like there was a power imbalance between them, because they always dragged him out to the bar, and like he's and then like they get him drunk, and then they leave him, and then
that wasn't cool.
The whole like power difference in their relationship like never sat well with me. And then it felt like Daniel was kind of like, but I'm the victim because he's not being honest with me. And I'm like, but you aren't really that great either. Like, you have
no, I agree.
So it's just like, for me, I just like never, I was like, I couldn't care less if they ended up together. I wasn't rooting for them. And I don't know if you have to root for them for this book.
I also don't know, is Heartstopper before or after this? And
before.
Does anyone say, okay, oh, it's before.
Okay, yes, it's before.
Okay.
And it's like, it's before he's friends with Francis. Like, I think, like, the current, like, volume 4 of Heartstopper, I think, is when Radio Silence starts. I don't know. I don't remember where Heartstopper left off. No, I love Heartstopper. And all of Alice Oseman books, like, all of her books are connected. Like, they're in the same universe.
Okay, I'm super excited. Well, just I thought that maybe it was the sequel, because I've done no research. And I was like, maybe if it's a sequel, I was like, do they?
Heartstopper's its whole own thing with whole new characters. It's like it focuses on other students at Alad's like boys' school, like primary school.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And Alad's just like his friend, and he's like at a birthday party. That's a little cameo. And he's a cutie. And he has his little hair.
Oh.
And you will fly through Heartstopper. I read it all in one night when I was having a tummy ache. I was like, no, it'll make me feel better. This.
Oh.
It did.
That's funny. There you go. I feel.
Amen. Amen.
Probably will cry in it. I probably will cry. I, as far as their relationship goes, I honestly thought it was gonna end. Like, they weren't gonna get back together. I thought it was gonna end just because I've known people that are in relationships like that, especially in like high school, like, secondary school area. And I've also been like in like situations like that too when I was younger. And those things did end because there was no communication, where I thought they were going to outgrow it. It was just going to be one of those things. But it's interesting that I don't know. I
don't
also
think they
don't know if
ended
it was
up
ever
together.
defined that they did get back together either, was it? Like they had the conversation,
I
but
think so.
yeah. It's kind of nice because we can kind of like, you can kind of like imagine
Draw
that
your
they-
own conclusions. And I think
Yeah.
that's the case with all the relationships in this
Mhm.
book, where you can draw your own conclusions. Also, I will say I appreciated that Frances didn't still have feelings for whatever her name is. I still don't know how to say it. How did you guys say the
The
sister's name?
sister?
Oh,
Yeah.
the sister's name. Let
How
me
did you guys
find
say it? You say Karis?
Chris.
Oh.
I said Chris because I thought like short for Carissa or something like that.
I think it was
Karis.
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 I like that. That
I
sounds
know.
cool. Mm-hmm.
But I liked that she was like, hey, like, I don't know, I'm not into you. And she's like,
I
okay,
do
cool.
like
I respect that. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, was I right? Karis?
Yeah. Wait.
Karis.
That's
You're
so
the one in
funny.
Atlanta. I'm in London.
Oh my
I
god,
love it.
that's fucking hilarious. No,
I'm
I
in the UK now.
I just like the way that it handled that because there were so many opportunities for it to be a like, oh, like when we got to that scene, I was like, is this going to be there is an only one bed trope? I'm excited, but also I am not into it with these two.
We do a little wife swap. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Oh my
You guys
god.
watch BookTube Wife Swap?
Oh my god. Oh my
Episode
god.
1.
Episode 1.
Also,
It's just
can
the
we
next live and it's
appreciate-
Yasmin here. And Kelsey's in the comments
LOL.
using Yasmin's channel. I'm like
I was gonna say, can we appreciate that, like, this story, like, our main character had, like, zero, like, it was still a bisexual book with
Yeah.
representation, but it had nothing to do, like, with her getting
Yeah.
a romance.
Yes.
Thank God.
And it
Mhm.
focused on a really good platonic friendship with someone of the opposite sex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, it had no romantic, like, element. There was no, like, I need a man or a woman. There was no, like, I'm not complete without a significant other. She was just like, I want to go to school. And also, this is my
Mhm.
best friend and I want him back.
Mhm.
It was fucking incredible. And it's such a like, it's so nice that like building on that and on this comment that we're moving towards a place and that there are like novels like this out there that like young, like new adult or young adult people can pick up, people of any age, but also like new adult, you know, because I would say this is new adult. It's college.
It's
so
no.
It's YA.
Really?
It's
This is
YA.
YA.
It's
I don't know.
YA.
the
Logan,
balance
it is
between them
YA.
like, it's hard though because they're going to college and like YA is high school and younger, right? Isn't it?
No. It has more, genre has more to do with style and the concepts that are being presented to us and in what way.
I mean, they are very adult concepts.
Reason
I thought it was
just that the main character is like around 16.
No, because you
Years
can, no, because you
The
can
main
have-
character in this is 17 at least, but still, I still count this as YA.
I think it's YA. I only say that because
Sorry, that was so funny.
they're gone. They're
I
gone.
only say this because
Because it's just
oh no.
Hugo's like, we're gonna sit here. Hugo's like, never mind. We have to define this off camera. We have to figure out.
They have to settle this. But no, I can't. But no, I agree that this is YA because I know
let me in. I was like, let me in. I'm so sorry. I clicked the wrong button.
I forgot Logan was hosting and I was waiting for you to come back. And I was like, why isn't she coming back yet?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
No, it's because I was trying to open the chat to see what people were saying because I can't read it on my phone, and the leave
Oh my God.
button is right there, and I fucking clicked the wrong one.
That was amazing comedic timing
Yes,
though. I was
God.
losing my mind.
No, it's so funny. But I feel like with the concepts are like really adult. Like I feel like it's like
No,
right
there
on
can be
the line.
there are YA books with like adult concepts. But this is very much like a teen, like a.
It's the way it's presented to us, and in
Mhm.
which language the language that is used. Like this reads like a teen novel. This doesn't read like similar. Like so, like Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. Explores similar concepts in a very different way. Does that make sense? Like,
Well, but
the
then, like, why are
writing is
books like
different.
Red, White, and Royal Blue new adult though?
I don't
Are
do
you
that.
really
Very
asking
young
that
adult
question?
feeling to me.
I mean,
Huh?
other than that, it's like
Wait. Are
rated
you
R.
really? I'm sorry. Are you really comparing Radio Silence to Red, White, and Royal Blue on
Well,
why
they are
it's not
similar. They
YA?
are similar. I feel like I read Red, White, and Royal Blue as a younger, as
Logan,
younger
it's the
than
sex.
this.
There's
I read
sex
it as a
in Red,
younger
There
White, and
is
Royal
so
Blue.
This
much
talks
sex.
about sex. This
We
talks
don't
about
have
sex a
it.
lot.
It talks
You can
about it,
talk
but it's
about
all
it.
fade to black.
But what's the difference between talking about it and showing it is my question. I don't know. This
What's
is a
the difference
different
between never mind.
this is a different topic, I guess,
Of
but I'm
course.
just like, I don't see how discussing it in detail like this book does and actually reading it is any different for people that are, I don't know. That's
Because
just my
it's one thing. It's like these characters are all underage, more or less. Like
Mhm.
she's 17
Well, they're
for
18.
3/4 of the novel, so we shouldn't be writing about characters that young having sex anyway, like in detail.
Aren't they
in the
18
first
most
place.
of this? They're 18 most of this.
No, she has a fake
No.
ID. She drinks illegally the entire book.
No, well, it's legal because they're able to drink at 16 there.
I think it's
It's
18.
legal.
There's different branches of YA because technically,
Mhm.
like YA reaches like from 13 years old to like
Mhm.
17 years old.
Yeah.
And within that like spectrum, like you're gonna find different YA books, but I would like never put something like Red, White, and Royal Blue in like that category.
Yeah.
Like
No,
they're
yeah,
putting like
and-
Sarah
well,
J.
I didn't
Maas
call
like
it-
there.
I call YA, I call that one new
Mhm.
adult. I read this
Yeah.
as older than that, so I was like, if that's new adult, then why isn't this new adult?
It's because the age of the protagonists, they are in like high
Mhm.
school. They're
Mhm.
dealing with high school things like going off to college. And it, like
Mhm.
Emily said, it reads like a YA book. Like it reads for a
Mhm.
teen audience.
Mhm.
I mean, but I would say like there is like branding issues like across the board. Like you brought up like
Mhm.
Sarah J. Maas, and like they keep promoting her as teen, and she's not, and they
Oh,
need to
they
stop
do?
that.
Not. They do.
Oh, I saw that as I've only ever seen that as fairy smut, which I love. But I
Yeah, but
you know.
when I worked in
Wait,
Half Price
Logan.
Books, they put it in the teen section.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Like,
no.
so there's some issues going on
That's
there.
crazy. See, I would put both of these in the adult section, but I wouldn't like new adult, but that's
See,
crazy.
the thing is, for me, this reads like it should be in general fiction or LGBTQ general fiction,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but they would put it in teen because of the age of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Does that
Mhm.
make sense?
It does.
For
I guess
me.
it's also just weird for me because most like in like until like moving out of Montana, if it had LGBTQ themes at all, it was in the adult section and all of them there because Montana's just
Right.
way too conservative. Yeah, it's like very recent that like the Barnes and
Crazy.
Noble over there are like putting like LGBTQ plus books in like teen sections and being like this is
Right.
cool for them too. Like it's really it's interesting. It's just, but it's also just because people are finally the world's finally opening up
I
and
think
life
I
is getting
think
better. Mm-hmm.
I think
But
a lot of
Montana's
like
a very wonderful place, just for the internet.
I think
Anyway.
a lot of new adult lit as well is like starting like in college and up, and we don't see
Okay.
anyone in college except for Aled.
Mhm.
And he's not the central narrator, Francis
Right.
is.
And so I
Okay,
think
true.
I
Mhm.
think that's a big part of it too, because like they're still technically dealing with high school, and new adult is supposed to be like that transition of like 19 to like 25.
Like I would consider like Alice. I mean,
Oh.
I would consider Alice Oseman's newest book, Loveless, as new adult because it centers around college-aged kids.
Yeah.
Like they're having like the college experience.
Definitely. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool.
But speaking of like YA, I wish I read this in like high school, like while people are like
Oh,
applying
same.
to colleges and like
Yeah.
all that just academic burnout.
It's very
yeah.
like the same as like Perks of Being a Wallflower, like that, like age
Yeah.
of like, going
Like
off.
that energy.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And
It is
I
very
wish that I had it
Perks.
then. It is really Perks. It's like a really good Perks.
Yeah.
There's perks to reading it. That was a really bad joke, but it's fine. And it's yeah. Anyway, what do you guys have any other thoughts on this book? What are your thoughts?
No.
Okay.
I feel like this was just a really good book. And I
Mhm.
feel like we haven't had too much to discuss about the book itself because it's just a good book. Like there
Yeah.
isn't a lot to comment on like romance wise and like relationship wise because like it's just well
Mhm.
done and it's not romantic like
Mhm.
in its own way. Like, and I think it's just a good book. Like I hate the idea that like this would be
Okay.
so this would be classified as LGBTQ obviously because she's bisexual and we have ace rep in
Yeah.
it. However, like part of me wishes that like this wouldn't be labeled as that because like I feel like it's just a good book. Like it's a good
Yeah.
story.
Mhm.
And like obviously if you're looking for bi rep, like it's
Mhm.
easier to find if you put it in that box. But I feel like this is so much more than that. Like we tackle
Yeah.
so many different issues. That yeah, I don't know.
No, Alice Oseman does a really good job at that. And also, Yasmin commented earlier about how Alice is amazing at just like casual queer rep, and I completely agree.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I want to read more of her stuff. Like I want to read her more.
Heartstopper.
Whispers
Yes.
Heartstopper into the microphone.
Heartstopper.
Oh my god.
That was
How did she do that?
So, yeah.
Whoa.
That's becoming an ASMR live.
It's just 10 minutes of Kelsey going Heartstopper and like eating like
I read the first chapter.
a granola bar or something.
I'll do my British accent.
Oh my god. Stop. Yes.
I really like that. I really needed it to deal with.
Yes.
I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
No, that is how that's how you do your videos.
It's really bad. And you can tell when I'm tired or I'm like when I'm just exhausted or like in a rush because it gets quieter and I'm like doing it because I'm usually like everyone else in the apartment is asleep. So I'm trying to be like quieter. It's really bad.
I'm awful with my videos. I become a screaming person.
I know. It's really bad.
Shout.
But no, I enjoy that it enjoys with unhealthy perfectionism because that's something I struggle with as an artist. I enjoy it on that. This book fell into the genre. Actually, the genre of what this is the genre of technology-based young adult books in which young people go through like a lot of mental like just adventures because someone on social media like blew them up. And that gives me a lot of anxiety because I don't understand social media and it scares me trying to learn it. It terrifies
me. Grandma.
So like yes, and I am dressed like Mrs. Roper, therefore I am a character from a 70s sitcom. Just like Absolutely Remarkable Thing.
Yep,
I was having the anxiety the whole time of like someone's gonna get canceled, something's gonna happen, just because the internet exists in the book, but that's it. Thank you. I would like to as well. Maybe write a book and I will narrate it. I will be in line, please.
We got you.
Somebody cast me in something. Anyway, what are we doing? What are we?
Okay. I think we talked about our final thoughts. What's the September book?
What is the September book?
This is September book.
I know it. I know what it is.
Tell us what it is.
It is Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez.
Sophie Gonzalez. I love Sophie.
Me too. I'm so excited.
Hugo bought it for me on Kindle so I can read it. Oh, he's pulling it up for me. I don't know how to work a Kindle.
Oh,
Kindle is difficult.
It
Oh,
really is.
I have the Kindle app on my phone. That's what
Everything's
I
in Dutch
I do
too, so I
too.
can't even read it. Even if I wanted to.
Okay, I had to file something at work today in and I think it was in Dutch and I was
do.
scared
Hang on, take my
because I don't
Kindle.
read Dutch.
Why? What? Oh, yep. And
The competition continues.
I bought it, by the way, with my money.
It was a gift.
That's so cute. I love that. I
Yes,
downloaded the Kindle app solely for this book and for
Thank you,
Ben
Hannah.
Alderson's Lord of Eternal Light because it doesn't release on paperback in the US yet.
no.
It releases in Australia and London and New Zealand, but not in the US.
Wait,
So
what is this? What book?
Lord of Eternal Light, the gay witch vampire Beauty and the Beast retelling. You can only get it
that
on
thing.
ebook right now. So I downloaded that.
Logan, just come
Kindle app.
join me in
Email it
good
to
old
me.
England.
So
Um,
Perfect on Paper by Sophie
yes.
Gonzalez.
I
Is
don't remember what it's about.
The main
But
character is a bisexual teen in high school, and she, I believe, does anonymous, like, love advice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just drop
Oh,
your phone?
cool. Okay.
Like
You
love
just dropped your
letters.
phone. Sorry, you just dropped his phone.
Fuck me.
Is she like a matchmaker, or is she like a deer, like the columns where they
I got you.
write?
I got you. I got Goodreads up. I got
Yeah,
Goodreads
sorry, I can't
up
do it because
and ready.
I can get it.
In
Yeah.
Perfect on Paper, a bisexual girl who gives anonymous love advice to her classmates is hired by the hot guy to help him get his ex back.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Ba-ba-da.
Is this is very like Hello Dolly, but
I
Kind
have
of.
such beef with Hello Dolly. Don't you dare bring that up around me.
Okay, I understand the problems with it. I just really want to play Cornelius Hackle at some point in my life, and that's it. Because that was my first musical I ever saw. So Bette Midler was my first. That was one of the first live musical I ever saw. Was Bette Midler as Dolly. Anyway.
Oh my
That?
god.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
that. Don't
I
talk
saw
about
Hello
Bette
Dolly.
Midler as Dolly in front of me.
Oh my god.
I saw Hello
Okay.
Dolly one time at a regional
Mhm.
theater to support my friend Emily,
Mhm.
and Dolly was played by one of the orphans in Annie.
What?
Oh
What
my
she-
god! More context. Sorry, like one of the original orphans in like the movie.
Oh, I
Sorry.
thought you meant a child, and I was like, "That's the opposite of what that character is
It's
supposed
3
to be."
a.m. I want you to know my bedtime is 9.
It's okay. I was picturing like little
Children.
Oliver being like, setting people up as matches and ruining marriages. Like I was
No.
terrified.
No, she was
anyway.
in like the 1970s production
Oh, man.
or
Oh.
something.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
Emily goes to bed.
Mhm.
We made her stay up late. We
Have
love you,
I
so
ever
we'll
seen
finish
you
up
this
enough.
late? I don't
Huh?
remember if we've ever stayed up this late together in college. I don't know if we did.
Me?
Yeah. Have I ever seen you past like
No.
midnight?
No, the latest I think we were up was when you drove me home from that Mamma Mia that one night.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I remember those nights were so fun anyway. But yeah.
I wish I saw you guys, Mommy. I wish.
I have
Yeah,
a
that is.
recording.
Do it.
You have like the full. You have the full bootleg. You can.
I have
you
the
can
full
hook a gal
bootleg
up.
of Logan's and mine's production of Mamma Mia.
We will.
Get
I am
the
booking-
Bible Club Instagram to 1,000 followers, and I will drop the link.
We will release it. We will release
Okay.
it.
No, I will be. Oh, get ready. We're gonna hit 1K overnight. I need this.
Kelsey creates 1,000 second accounts. Kelsey just
She pays
keeps
for like
following.
those bots. She pays for the bots.
Yeah.
No, I mean, don't tempt me.
do we have another announcement besides the super secret Hugo reveal and the other book? What else are we doing?
By Visibility Week. No, we're
By
getting
Visibility
Hugo's coming. Mare!
Mare is here. Hello.
Mare, I miss you.
I miss you so much, Mare. We need to FaceTime soon.
Oh, wait, Hugo, say hi to Mare.
Hugo, say hello, Mare.
Wow, I jumped. We're wrapping that up, but By Visibility Week starts next week.
Right at the end.
For real.
Mare, you missed it. We already talked about radio silence.
Yeah, it's over, girlfriend.
We're an hour and 4 minutes.
We
into
have
this now.
said everything we have to say about this book.
Oh, it's fine.
Mare says hi, Hugo.
Anytime. You better watch out. You're gonna be on the People Mover, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Mare."
I will. Yeah, I will. I will FaceTime you from an undisclosed location of one of the Disney parks in the world and make you guess which one I'm in. Start from the top, but I can't remember that.
We go to Tokyo Disney and we're like, "Mare, guess where we are?"
Super sliding ride that rhythm.
Who's this? I haven't read. Huh? No, I will
Answer. Okay. Oh, start from the top. Yeah.
Zip,
all
zap,
right.
zap, flop.
So everyone, what's Radio Silence about?
A podcast.
No, a podcast.
Two bros sitting in a hot tub.
In a hot tub, 5 feet.
5 feet apart because they're not gay, but they are.
But they are.
Oh.
At least one of them is. Anyway.
But yeah, final announcement. By Visibility Week starts next week. So make sure you're following our Instagram at By Book Club on Instagram.
We got some exciting announcements.
We got some exciting announcements and content coming to you like every day of By Visibility Week. It's going to be a treat. It's going to be a time.
We're doing Instagram Live from Tokyo Disney just for you, Mare.
Instagram Live from Tokyo Disneyland. Maybe you'll be able to get something out of us. That sounded like really. What are you doing here, Yasmin?
Stop. This is the Hank Green man.
Hank Green with you?
You brought Hank Green with you. Oh my god.
The way I
I'm
fucking died.
I'm so scared. But yeah, we're announcing we're doing all kinds of fun stuff. Watch the Instagram, it'd be great. One of them is are we announcing one of them or are we just gonna leave them in suspense?
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
One's a giveaway.
We're gonna do a giveaway.
We're doing a giveaway. We're gonna do it.
Stop.
My bed is very spacious, thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Great.
Bed reveal.
There we
It's
are.
Tickly Wiggly on a lime.
Hello. Thank you for joining. The live is almost over. I'm sorry. Thank you for joining. It's so good to see you. I'm so glad you're here with us. All right. And with that, we have giveaways where there we are. So you'll see more of us before next month. Anyway.
Follow us on Instagram.
Follow us on Instagram.
Oh
Tell
my
your friends
god.
they want some cool things.
Some cool things.
They need to follow us on
Some
the Instagram.
swag. Would you like some
And
swag?
Follow,
Buy
Book
swag.
follow our Twitter.
Oh yeah, our Twitter
Everybody
at By Book Club 1 because By Book Club was taken.
I forgot that we had a Twitter. Is that bad?
No, we
I
never use
forgot.
it. I use it. I
You're-
retweet
Use
my own
it very
stuff.
well. You're the head of it. Anyway.
Me?
Yeah. Is that it? Are we saying bye?
That's everything. We're saying bye from the By Book Club.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Thank
Love
you
you
and good
guys.
night.
Wait.
Waiting.
Hugo, get in here. Have Hugo
I'll
wave.
let you know.
I forgot
Hugo.
about him for
Have
a
Hugo
second.
wave.
You forgot about me.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.